All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Sweetie! You're not ready. You're not ready.
Wentz now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
He's not going to get me. Hey, wahoo! Mike 54. Mike 54. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 5'9", 5'9". 54 is Mike. Check.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Wentz on third down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Big Ed. Hey, check 24.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. will step aside. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Slam, slam, slam.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let him know, let him know. 20. Check.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Check girls. Yes, Mike. I smell fear in that offense.
Now Newton on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the pass. Great. 57 to Mike. 50.
To throw again. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Eagles have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Panthers 7. Giorgio Tavecchio.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Back to throw, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On play action, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 3 on Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Wentz eluding the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Luke Kuechly able to record his 5th sack of the season. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
57's Mike.
On 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
passing on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 37-yard line.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Here we go. 120! I'm going to come back to you.
Wentz to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Philadelphia.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Wentz going to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Mike's 59!
From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Mike, check, 59.
Wentz will try again on second down. There goes a deep ball. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And an alley to run. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to look deep from... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead will shrink to 6. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He got 29 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Wentz now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Right there.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. His man on the comebacker. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he connects with Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They go play action here on first down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
58, come on.
Great.
58, right over there, right over there.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's second down.
Mike 59. Tighten up. Pull together. 59's Mike. Check.
Now wins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
And the pressure gets to him again. K-Rod short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's second down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Newton and Olsen here with a connection. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57. What we got?
Out of the gun, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Newton throwing again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Check. Lucky.
To the air again, Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. Now he's forced out left. He'll run it, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
22 jet bomber. Shoot!
On first down, Hilliard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Now Kelly. And he's got his man on the out route. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Kelly on third down. Going to throw right side here, complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Bo Allen on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Hilliard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run again with Hilliard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dontrell Hilliard. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Eagles 34, Panthers 21. Giorgio Tavecchio sets the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Newton now to throw. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. But it'll be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Newton on 1st down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. They fake the give. Newton steps away to it, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Ready. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Newton, he's going to look deep for more, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
He was brought down by James Bradbury. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You got him. You got him.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Come on, let's go. Hey, shoot. 56 to Mike. Shoot.
To throw on third down. Kellen. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? 58 to Mike. Got you. I got you, son. Gun. 58, right over. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Hey. 58.
On first down, it's Newton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Newton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ray McLeod, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Set, ready? 8, read. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Set, go.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles...